Hello, hello, shining stars. How are you? Hello. I am coming to you today with a hot topic. Shining stars, please excuse me. I know that I've been out of touch for a week or two. I was experiencing something in my life that I had to take care of, but now I'm back, shining stars, because I always know and remember that it is important to me to help you to become all that you are meant to be, my shining star. I love you. Today, I want to speak with you about ascension. And what brought this to my attention is that a neighbor of mine who lives across the street from me, we were talking, and he was telling me that he had an illness that he had experienced. And as he went on describing what had occurred, I became suspicious of it being something going on in the spiritual realm. So he described it as being awakened out of sleep at 2 o'clock in the morning with an excruciating headache. And as he attempted to get out of bed, he said that he became extremely dizzy and fell to the ground. By that time, his sweet dog Mojo came into the room, and he said that Mojo appeared to be on the ceiling. He said all his items in the room appeared to be on the ceiling. He said he was unable to speak, and he just so happened to grab his phone and hit the number of a friend who lived close by. And once again, I want to relate to you, I don't believe in coincidence. I believe that everything is happening precisely as it should. That friend came and took him to the ER. They ran all kind of tests on him and could find nothing wrong. That's when I had my light bulb moment and was thinking, okay, something spiritual is going on with this experience he just had. So I began to ask questions, and I concluded that it seemed to me that he was having ascension symptoms. Uh, and let me read to you what they are. Ascension symptoms are physical, emotional, and mental shifts believed to occur as individuals experience a spiritual awakening or a rise in their energy vibration. Common signs include unexplained fatigue, sleep disturbances, especially between 2 and 4 a.m., ringing in the ears, intense muscle aches, anxiety, and heightened sensitivity to environments. Common physical, emotional symptoms: ringing in the ear, headaches, dizziness, extreme at times dizziness, body aches, electrical vibrations, tingling, heart palpitations, and blurred vision, energy shifts, intense waves of fatigue, followed by sudden bursts of energy or buzzing. Waking up between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m., I repeat, vivid dreams, vivid dreams, and significant changes in appetites and cravings. Emotional symptoms: wave of anxiety, depression, mood swings, deep grief, or sudden feelings of immense love and peace. sensory, extreme sensitivity to loud noises, crowds, lights, or food. These symptoms often describe the body reacting to intense light and higher frequencies, often described as recalibration or detoxification of the physical body to match the higher spiritual state. It is often accompanied by a feeling of disassociation or not belonging here. When I read that, I was like floored because there are so many people, shining stars, experiencing this in their life today. And the first thing that happens is fear. Fearing that possibly something is terribly wrong, or as my neighbor said, he thought he was a goner. He said that he began to immediately pray and reach out to God to help. He thought he was out of here. And so you can't really blame people from getting fearful when they are experiencing such symptoms as this. But I truly believe that people perish from a lack of knowledge. If we would take time to gain more knowledge, then when we experience things such as this, we might have a clue that something other than leaving here is occurring. And I have in the past year experienced about 5 of those ascension symptoms. One, shining stars, was the sensitivity to my environment. And I was wondering what in the heck is going on, because I remember looking at Three Stooges one time when I was younger, and Mo was going through uh, the same symptoms. He became really sensitive to loud noises. And so I was like, what is going on? It was to the point, shining stars, where I had to uh, put my ear noise headphones on to cut down on the noise. And the symptoms of that was like extreme nervousness. And what I have since drew the conclusion that was going on, it was uh, ascension to a higher frequency. And so going through that, yes, I often thought about, getting myself checked out, going to the doctor. But down through the years, shining stars, I have found that the doctors are really becoming nonchalant, especially if they can't find a test result. Then it's like shrug their shoulders. They really don't know what to tell you that may be occurring, and it's against their policies to dive into spiritual aspects or holistic healing. So I took it upon myself maybe about 10 years ago to physician heal thyself and start researching and digging into holistic remedies or the possibilities of what could be going on with my body. Extension, rising to a higher frequency. It kind of exemplifies to me the example of the caterpillar when he is going through the transformation to a butterfly, when he go into his cocoon state. And there is no telling what the little caterpillar is experiencing while he's in that cocoon that enable him to come out as a beautiful, distinct butterfly at the end of his journey. And I truly believe that that is what is occurring for some of us, those who are chosen, that we go through a transformation from the physical aspect to the spiritual aspect of who we become. And so, therefore, the world isn't really knowledgeable on what all ascension symptoms we may experience. You might be going through something totally different from what I just read off the list. But what I want to bring to your attention today is that it is not always illness or sickness. And I want to bring to your attention because if anybody know, you know that you are chosen, you know that there is something different about you, you know that your life has been different out of the ordinary from what other people are experiencing. So can't nobody really tell you but you, because you are the only one who is living and walking in your shoes. So I wanted to bring to your attention, just in case you haven't gained the knowledge of the possibility that you might be going through a spiritual ascension. Hopefully, this little tidbit that I have shared with you today will open your eyes and you will understand that this is not a physical, especially shining stars. When the doctors tell you we can't find nothing, we can't come up with no explanation of why this is occurring, that should immediately take your attention to the spirit realm, to spiritual things that might be going on with you. And my suggestion to you would be to research, spiritual knowledge. Google is just the bomb. You can go on there and you don't even have to correctly word it, and Google will come up with some information to enlighten you, to possibly give you answers to what you are experiencing. At this time, I truly believe that we are in a shift, that the world is going through an ascension in itself, and that it is meant to go through. The main thing that I told my neighbor, Shining Stars, was you must alleviate fear. Shining Stars, to become a true spiritual warrior, you have to eliminate fear. Shining Stars, you have to believe in yourself, and you have to know that nothing can harm you. You have to know that you will reach your destiny. Shining Stars, mentally. Remember, I shared with you that your mental energy is what create your world. You think it, You speak it. As you speak it, it becomes your truth, and you will have what you say. So it's very important to take it upon yourself to program your mental state on a path that will take you to where you are trying to go. It is very important for you to take control of your thought life, to coordinate it to who you are, and quit just allowing any and everything to come into your physical body. I love you. I hope that this has enlightened you and helped you in some kind of way. Once again, let me repeat, I do what I do because I love you. It is solely my intention to help someone to become who they are meant to be. Shining stars, it's a beautiful day. Regardless of the clouds, it's a beautiful day. Regardless if it's cold, it's a beautiful day. Regardless if it's hot, it's a beautiful day. You know why? Because you are alive and you are here and you have the possibility of becoming greater. Shining stars, if my content has helped you, please consider becoming a subscriber. Shining stars, and please remember, if you like it, hit the like button. That will help me to continue to bring you content to help you along your journey. Shining stars, I love you. It's all about you today. Take it and enjoy it. You have the power. Bye bye.